time or whatever.
Do I?
I think so.
No, it's live. We're live.
Whoa, we are live.
That was loud.
It's funny to watch yourself on screen.
I'm not even looking yet.
Wayne Klein, what's up, buddy? Hey, we need to do a sound check. I want you to tell us when our mics. Holy shit, what is that? I need you to tell us when our mics are kind of level. Like, does this sound good? Talk, Marcus. Or drink.
Do I sound good?
Like, he sounds loud as shit to me. Are we about right? Do I need to come up? Does he need to come down? Somebody tell us something.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Jacob? Juan, what's up? What's up, Wayne? Tell us what's up. Tell us these mics need to do.
Am I good? I'm good. You sound good. I sound good.
We sound good in each other's ears, but every time we post one of these things, people are like, that son of a bitch doesn't use his mic. Tell him to turn it up.
Y'all sound good.
Sound good. Thanks, Juan. 2 thumbs up from Wayne. What's up, bud? All right. We're gonna pause here for a second, see if anybody else wants to jump in here. All good from Wade. Years. All good from Wade. What's up? Hey, if you're viewing this, jump in here and talk to us. We're gonna open this up and answer some questions. And
yeah, it's question video.
This is a trash talk, but this is kind of like a reintroduction back into trash talk since we've had a hiatus here for a month or two.
Yeah,
life has kind of gotten in the way of things.
Yeah, it's been crazy. 2017 is a new year, all new us.
That's a new year and a new hat. I like that hat. Oh,
very nice.
Very nice. Very nice. Who else we got coming in here? Nice with the 3DS. Still collecting. I'm happy to see that. I'm actually, well, I'll tell you all that here in a minute. We're going to kind of talk plans for the year. Ooh. Hey, I don't think you know. I don't think I've told you.
Nice cups.
You like
Gold's Head.
You like that? We're going to talk about these cups too here in a little bit.
Trash talk cups.
And that hat he's wearing. And maybe some other stuff. Who knows? I like that shirt. What's that shirt?
It's my scrapping shirt. It says like, it has the heart with the thing. And on the back, it says Dumpster Markets Recycling. It has my number and stuff.
Ooh, if you ain't trashing, you ain't scrapping, right? You ain't scrapping, you ain't trash. However you want to go. I like that little saying I did in my scrap video the other day. If you're scrapping, you're scrapping, you need to be strapping or something like that. If you're scrapping, you're strapping.
Which video?
My recent how's the Chevy?
The one you found Wii games?
Nah, the last scrap video. The old Chevy is good. She took a dive on me there, and I gotta fix that old carburetor. Either buy a new one. Thinking about putting a 383 stroker in it. If anybody's down with that, but hey.
Very nice. I'm driving the new SUV.
You got a new SUV? You got a new SUV? What?
That's it's a 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport.
Jesus. You're going new to the crew, man. That's what's up.
That's not bad. My truck's like parked. I don't even really drive it that much anymore.
Transmission ever get fixed, or that guy never called you back? Actually,
it was just the front transmission seal that was leaking.
Ah.
But it's still not fixed up. I still have to get it fixed. When I get money.
I'm thinking about buying either a new 4-door F-150 or a Tundra, but then keeping the Ranger as a scrap vehicle. You don't want to
That's what my truck's a scrap vehicle. The new Mitsubishi is a 4-cylinder, and I have to drive 25 miles to work, then 25 miles back to work.
Yikes! I think I'm like 18 miles.
Yeah. So I can make it to work with this new car for the whole week when I only can make it with my truck to Thursday, and it costs like $57 to fill my truck and then $37 to fill the SUV. So.
Ooh, that's why I like the Ranger, man. I put $20 in and it lasts like 2 weeks.
Yeah, mine doesn't do that. It sucks.
It makes scrapping so much easier because it's like $2 to go to the scrapyard. So how many people we got in here? Does it tell you?
14.
14? Oh, that sounds good to me. You guys ready to start this party? At work cleaning. That sucks, man.
I'm sitting in my workroom. Not doing work, but
I'm out here in the trash cave. Like I say, we're gonna wing this. I don't even know. Do we even need to really officially start this the way we normally would, or should we? What do you think?
Wow. Did you read that thing from Wayne?
What do you say? Met a guy in GameStop today whose ex-girlfriend took a baseball bat to... What? No.
That sucks.
I'll tell you what I'd do to her.
Like
I'm not saying what I would really do.
That's like a kick right in the balls right there.
Oh, is this that Pikachu 64? It looks like shit. Bow!
Jacob. Nice. Not going to be a long episode. Probably like 30 minutes. Just, We're
kind of going to give you a rundown of what's going on, what our game plan may be, both sides for the year. We'll probably chat to each other and let you watch. Maybe, who knows? And we'll chat to you guys. So anything along the way, we'll both be watching. Let's
watching
kick
the comments.
All right. There's at least a good 10 minutes of bullcrap that goes on before we start these shows, of me always trying to get the nerve up to call us in. I think I should even post those bloopers because I got them all recorded. Not the retros. Hey, you can smash the PS4. Nobody likes PlayStation but Marcus. There it is. I'm going to go get the Xbox on my hand.
You should. We could match.
That'd be cute.
Then we get trash on this hand.
Gamer trash.
It wouldn't fit, but it'll look cool. Put the T on your thumb.
We'll misspell
it. Tash.
What does Tash mean? It was supposed to say trash. I only graduated 3rd grade. Anyway, divers, trashers, scrappers, and stashers, hello and welcome. I am the Bearded Diver as always, and I'm accompanied by my main man, Dumpster Marcus.
What's up?
This is a Google Hangout, so you're not really over there. You're kind of there when you talk, I guess.
Yeah, whenever you talk, you pop up.
As always, we monetize these videos, and we donate the money to charities, which we haven't even calculated how much we have yet. I'm sure that'll be something we talk about. This year, we're going to figure out how much we've made over the year, and we'll figure out what we're going to do with it. I was kind of thinking I take what they've made on my channel, you take what they made on your channel, and then we'll make videos of this so you guys can see it. And you figure out what you want to do in your home location with the money, and then I'll do the same in mine. Yeah. Like there's a soup kitchen downtown, maybe I'll go buy some pizzas or some burgers or something like that, and really hook them up.
I have a Ronald McDonald house right down the street from me, kind of.
Oh, that's my heart. We spent a lot of time in the McDonald house.
Yeah, there's one like right next to my own hospital, like 10 minutes away.
We'll do that then. There's one like 30 minutes up the road from us. So we'll say them at McDonald house, because that's if you've never been a part of the McDonald house, I'm telling you right now, they take care of you. Like if you ever have a situation with your kids having to be hospitalized or anything like that, and you get to deal with Ronald McDonald House, there's a lot of worry that comes with hospitalizations and things. Ronald McDonald House just takes it from you. So anytime, I recommend this, anytime you're at McDonald's getting you that cheeseburger and you give you that 25 cents back, throw in that bucket, man, because it all goes to the McDonald House and it helps so many people. Like, you just don't know. But
you shouldn't be at McDonald's eating burgers, though, but...
I mean, you probably shouldn't. Marcus will get mad at you for eating his friends.
Yeah.
And if you've just joined us, I'm going to be an advocator of this year. Tell us about these mic levels, because we're always seeing the comments that the bearded one's too quiet, Marcus is too loud. Help us out. Tell us where the comfortable medium is, and I'll mark it over here on the mic. We've got the same exact mic, so there's no reason we can't get exactly the same, unless mine's right there, which it could be a difference of me having it up here versus you having it right. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, mine's like right off the camera. Like you can see it.
Do we think the retro bubble will pop? I kind of think the retro bubble is kind of popping already. Personally, which I don't know how much Marcus stays into it, but the way I see it, a lot of people are getting out of it because they're like the newbies that come into it. They're like, oh man, I'm gonna get that Nintendo collection. I'm gonna go for the full set. Then you get into it and you're like, this game's how much? What stadium events? So a lot of people are starting to back out of it, and they're selling whatever they have, because I've noticed in my game hunts that, you know, things are out here more abundant.
Not in my area, but I do watch a bunch of YouTube, and I know a couple people that I do watch. They were going for like full collections of everything, and then they getting rid of everything that they don't want to play and just like the games that they like. And that's what I do. Like, I am going for a full collection of the PlayStation 1 because that's like one of my favorite consoles, and I think it'll be cool. There's like 1,300 some games, but all the other systems, I just collect games that I will enjoy to play. Like, I'm not gonna collect the crappy games or like, what is this? You know?
Yeah, I'm the collector of opportunity, kind of like diving, and I say it all the time. I'm out here collecting as I would dive. If I'm in an area of a thrift store and I got time to go in, I'm gonna go in and look. And it's not really about what the titles are. Keep in mind, though, I do know what titles to look for, as most collectors do. But if I see like 30 games for $1 a piece, I'm not going to let them stay there. So, I mean, so what I'm saying is I've got like a lot of PS2 trash and Wii trash, and you know what I'm saying, just the games nobody would want. But it's because you got them for 50 cents or $1 for X amount. You know what I'm saying? I'm collecting whatever I can get at a good price.
I'm the same way like that, but when I buy the cheap games, when I find a system for cheap, I'll buy it and I'll bundle it up and throw it on eBay. Like, I don't keep them.
Hang on, we got a Steelers lost. Didn't they lose to the Falcons? What's up, Atlanta?
They lost. No, the Falcons won to the Green Bay Packers.
Oh yeah, they were playing the Packers.
The Steelers lost to the Patriots.
Piss on both of them then.
Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan, so
I don't really care much for Pro Bowl. If I'm watching Pro Bowl and this far into it, it's usually the Saints or the Panthers, but we don't have to worry about that right now. But, you know, we could talk about baseball. Let's see. What else we got going on things here? Danos, what's up, buddy? When are you going to start posting videos again? You were the first person. I'm going to tell you this now. You were the first person to comment on any of my videos and kind of get that, like, YouTuber friendship. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, Marcus. You've made, hell, me and you right here. You know, you make friends on YouTube. This is an awesome community, especially if you're a somewhat small channel. Like, small guys need to connect, make friends, trade with people, do stuff like this, collab. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have more friends I talk to on YouTube than I talk to in real life. You know what I mean? Like, most of the people I talk to post videos, you know, once a week or so, and I'm always talking to them. They're talking to me, and it's nice because, you know, Ronnie Hayes, I watched his YouTube channel. I don't know if people watch him. He does a lot of the Walking Dead stuff. He used to do dumpster diving, and he actually lived about 20-some minutes away from me. So I went down there and met him, became good friends with him and everything, and I still talk to him to this day, but he moved to another state. I even went up there and helped him move.
That's what's up. That's a good friendship. Let's see. Back on the games before we move too far. And like I said, we're going to talk about plans in the future. I am currently recording, and Marcus doesn't know about this, but I am currently recording. Oh, this guy. I'm currently recording for game videos, game pickups. Like Marcus does his Saturday morning hunts or whatever, which I don't have the old spy glasses because they got to be prescription for me or I just look stupid and people know something's going on. But I'm currently recording for that, and I've had a pretty good month of January, so probably beginning of February you'll see my first pickup video. So that's one of my plans for the year. You got any plans right offhand that you're going to be doing?
For the year, I have a lot of videos written down. I don't even know where my list is. I probably have like 45 videos I'm going to post.
Jesus.
Well, I have to make them, but they're like, you know, trash to cash is when I find stuff in the dumpsters or in the garbage and I make it into something else or repurpose it and sell it. I have a lot of those videos. I have a lot of to scrap or not to scrap videos lined up of like certain electronic equipment that, you know, you always find in the garbage and you like I don't know. I have a bunch of videos lined up. I just got to make them.
So what you're saying is you got new videos when you post them.
New videos, a lot of new videos, but I have to post them and edit them.
I don't know. I'm working on a few things, and I got a few solo videos, kind of like some of the stuff you would do, I guess, the little project videos. Like, hey, I want to do this. I'm going to record it along the way. So I've got a few of those I'm working on, which I'm not going to say them at the moment because, why not? Jacob.
I was thinking about doing eBay videos about what stuff do I post and how much do stuff sell for. Like, I'll do like a video like this is what I sold this month, and I'll like show people what I sold, and I don't know if people like that. I know a lot of people do them videos, and I watch them because I get ideas of different things to sell, and it might be fun.
You pushed me into eBay this year or this past year, and it's a lot of it's a lack of knowledge. So that kind of video would probably be anybody down in the comments want to agree with that. A lot of that kind of video would be a lot of inspiration or just eye opening to people because it's like, what was the main thing you got me with last year? The telephones, the work phones. I passed up hundreds of these last year, hundreds of them. And then Marcus texted me as soon as he saw the video. He's like, dude, did you grab that box? There was a little white thing in the bottom. That's like $200 easy. I'm like, what? Are you serious? And it was that right there that I was like, man, I got to start taking everything and look it all up.
Yeah. It's crazy what you would think is trash, and it's really a lot of money. Like it's ridiculous.
Like I say, like just on that, I think on eBay this past up until right here, the beginning of January, I think I'm around like $2,000, and that's in like a 3-month period.
Yeah, because we didn't even start in the beginning of the year.
I know. I just kind of jumped in right there at the end of it, but I mean that's like $2,000. Little bit of effort.
Yeah, I made of all 2016. Like, this is not all free stuff. I do sell stuff that I get at yard sales and flea markets, but I show my videos of what I got the stuff, and it's like dirt cheap. I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on items, and most of the items I find in the trash. So it's probably like 75% of my items I sell on eBay is garbage related, and the other 25% is stuff I buy at yard sales. But I think this 2016 I made $34,000.
Ooh, wait! That's a truck payment right there, son.
Yeah, that's
good money though. I mean, that's like potentially like, and like I tell everybody, we both work full-time jobs.
Yeah, full-time.
I know we see the comments on occasion. Man, you two need to get jobs. Get out of the trash can. Yeah, we work full-time jobs, boss. But if you didn't want to, and you were to hustle, right there is evidence. Marcus just told you that's $34,000. That's
just eBay though. That's not including all the money I made from scrapping.
I think scrapping, which it was documented in the video. I was right there at $400, which I mean and the prices were low, and we've already started off this year with substantial gains.
Yeah, last year, in the middle of the year, it was like 1 cent to 2 cents a pound for metal.
I think that's when I jumped into it. It was
and scrap this year. Well, last year in scrap, I think I made like 20 when it was like 14 cents a pound. I think I made like 24,000.
That ain't bad.
And this year, I think I only made close to 9. But
it is what it is.
It is what it is. But
so I mean,
a lot of people stopped scrapping even because they're like, it's a penny in my town. I'm stopping. Like you keep pushing through because it's free money. I'm driving to work. I see a refrigerator. Hey,
that's the whole thing right there too. And I see the comments every week. It's not worth my time. Why would I scrap for X amount of dollars? Well, you got to make it worth your time. First, I recommend having a truck. If you don't have a truck, it's probably not worth your time unless you're pulling like copper or aluminum or, the higher end metals. That makes it worth your time there. But like Marcus, he's like 5 minutes away from every scrapyard in his state. Yeah. Me, I'm 18 miles away. But where I work is like 9 miles away. So like I say, it costs me like $4 to go to the scrapyard. I get off work in the morning, go to the scrapyard, go home. No time, no extra time really. I mean, it's like I calculate to about an hour. In the past week, I made $54 or whatever. That's $54 an hour. Who makes that?
Yes.
How is it not worth your time? But then again, you know, I'm not paying the bills with this. This is play money. This is money you put in a jar or something. So
I'm not a saving kind of guy. I got all the I get money and I bought that pop-up camper.
yeah,
Or I get money and I'm like, I just bought like $180 pairs of hiking boots for the winter. And like
just
yeah, so trash money. It's like people like, oh my God, you just spent $180 on a pair of shoes for hiking? I'm like, I got it from dumpster diving, so it's not like I worked my ass off for $180 pair of shoes, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm treating my trash money. I'm building up a little stack and turning that into game collecting money. So
Yeah.
like if I wanted to go spend $95 on Conker's Bad Fur Day, I could because the trash paid for it. It's not out of my pocket. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. Mind you, I'm not going to pay that because I'll find it out in the wild.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Which a quick story for all you collectors. I think it was the year before last. I'm at my flea market and walking around. The guy has a glass case out in the middle of the sun. Conkers, bow, sitting right there in the case. I'm like, what's up with the thing, man? You know, trying not to get too excited. He's like, you know, I'll take $45 for it. I'm like, whoa, I like that price. But then me being me, I'm gonna knock him down anyway. So I got him to $20. And he's like, yeah, man, I don't know nothing about it. And that should have been the red flag right there. And the label looked kind of wonky, but I'm too excited. So this is a lesson to you. Got to get your nerves under control and pay attention to what you're doing. And the guy's like, yeah, I don't know nothing about it. My son gave it to me. Yeah, that's it. I'll take $20. So I gave him $20 and I'm like, yeah, got Conker's Bad Fur Day. What's up? Get home and it's a Star Wars game.
Really?
Yeah, I still got it in there. I'm going to frame it.
It was just another label.
Yeah. It was a label. Which, I mean, GameStop, the way they do, they don't check the crap anyway. Maybe I'll take it to them. That's bad karma. Let's see. What we got in the comments?
People just have to be negative about everything. People are. Definitely on YouTube. People are a-holes. Most people. Not you guys.
You know what my best thing about YouTube is? And you can and go back in the videos if you want to. I don't know about Marcus, but my circumstance, I like to take the air out of somebody's fire. So when people start really giving me crap, I hook you back up with it. I'll say something smart ass, but it's kind of not really that bad. And a lot of times I end up winning the person over. Like I have one guy, I think he started out the gate hating me. Then he ended up subscribing to me, and now we talk all the time. But I don't know. Let's see. How many people we got in here?
23.
23. What's up, guys? I support all you guys. We're Michael Jordan numbers now. So, quick question to you guys. Who do you want to see on Trash Talk this year? Like, what other YouTubers do you watch? I know we watch a few, and we do have a few in mind. I'm going to keep them on the down low right now because, one, they might not happen. Well, I mean, we've got things pretty set up with everybody we're thinking about. But one, something might happen and just might not happen. And, you know, two, what if we never get in contact with them or they don't want to come on? But who do you want to see on this show? And I recommend if you want to see somebody on this show and you can't tell that we're actively talking to them, which look in the comments on their next video, you'll tell if we're talking to them real quick. Say something to them. Be like, hey, do you know the bearded one and Marcus? Go check them out. Go talk about Trash Talk. Go get on the show because we're pretty much open to anybody. I mean, I'm talking small YouTubers, big YouTubers. If you're doing something out here, you know, digging in the can, scrapping, it don't even have to be that, I don't think. Just a really good content. Let us know. Because what is it?
Dumpster Gold was like, what temperature extremes would you have to be in order to both say, F it, it's too cold / hot to go dumpster diving tonight?
Dude, there's no temperature.
Well, you live where it's mostly warm. I think it's I don't know. When I used to dumpster dive, well, as people could tell by my channel, I haven't been dumpster diving in a while because I went through a divorce. I got primary custody of my daughter, so I have her all the time, and I can't get out dumpster diving because she goes to bed early for school, which she's sleeping now. And but geez, I go like at midnight, and I think the most I ever went was there was snow, and there was like 5 inches of snow on the ground, and it was like -8 out.
Aren't you the one that I watched months ago before we ever started talking? Aren't you the guy that had the video where you were like going up to the can and it was snowing, but you still pulled stuff out covered in snow? Was that you, or was it somebody else?
Probably. I dumpster dive in the snow all the time.
I'll say, which I do too, but you know my snow's like this, and down here in the south, if it snows just a centimeter, everything's closed. Everybody's freaking out. The bread and the milk is sold, like we're dead. But the bearded one, I'm gonna tell you now, there's nothing too hot, nothing too cold. It's pouring down rain earlier, and I'm in that dumpster just looking for stuff. And we found stuff too, which you guys will see in a few weeks anyway.
Yeah, the weather doesn't bother me.
But I'm like the postal service, man. Rain, sleet, snow, I don't give a damn. I don't even take off on holidays. I'm there.
I wouldn't care. I love the hot weather. I don't mind the cold. You know, it's cold. You move around. But the hot weather, that's what I want. If it was 115 degrees out, I'd go dumpster diving, no problem, because I love the hot weather.
Gross. It's nothing like a hot dumpster behind Taco Bell.
Yeah, especially my GameStop shares the dumpster with Subway. So at a nice hot day in the summer, you go in there, all like the tomato and all that juice is in there.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard me do it, but there's a few videos. If you watch them, you can hear me gagging. And I'm over there just fighting, and I'm like, yeah, that's a weak game.
Here, look what James just said.
Hang on, let me get on here. We need to learn how to do this live better, because I would love to just have the feed right here to where I could see.
Yeah, the live chat.
Thumbprint, that's our boy, man. He contacted me last year, wanted to send me a package, and I'm working on a package for him. I don't think he's in here with us. Different time zones probably, but he contacted me, and we've made real good friends with him. I know Marcus is connected with him, and that dude's good stuff. Period. If you guys don't know, go look him up. Thumbprint on the YouTubes. He's up there in Canada, and that dude's a trooper. What was it, like a -11 the other day? And this dude's digging through residential trash, picking up cans and what was it? Water bottles and stuff, because I guess you could sell them there. This dude's footing it, but he's killing it, man. I'm telling you what, in the South, if we could cash in glass bottles, man, I'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah, I wish my town doesn't pay nothing for glass bottles or cans because they're aluminum, but yeah. Not like he is. He's killing it, man.
Let's see. See you later, Jacob. Scrapping dude, that's another dude of ours, man. We keep contact with him pretty good too. We'll
Scrapping dude is my neighbor. That's what he said.
Is he? Oh well, junk. I see one word and I go with it. But anyway, I would like to get Scrapping dude on here. We talk.
Yeah, I talk to him all the time.
Any heartbreakers in the dumpster? Great items, trash by the store. What did I find? I didn't put it on the video because I went in a tirade. I cussed. I said every word backwards and forwards and then backwards again, and then I mixed them all together. Like, it pissed me off so bad last year. I went to a GameStop I don't normally go to, and there was at least, I'm going to say, 300 or 400 games in there. And right when I flipped the lid over and moved like a book, I saw them, and my heart stopped. I'm like, oh, my God, this will be the best YouTube dumpster find ever. And I'm telling you, the stack of games like this. But I picked the first one up, and it's cracked. I'm like, all right, that's cool. You know, that cracked I'm throwing in there. And I picked the second one up, and it was cracked, and the third one, and the whole thing. I'm talking, I about started crying. I was so pissed off. I started to go in there and yell at GameStop, what are you doing?
Yeah, it sucks. My GameStop doesn't really scratch games or cut games, really. But all the game guides, they rip the cover off.
Let's see. Come on, guys. Throw us some good stuff in there. What was I going to say to you? I had something to tell you.
Me?
Yeah. I don't remember what it was.
Nice.
I don't know, but we're going to, as far as trash talk goes, I think the game plan may be to pre-record a handful of just me and him talking informative stuff, you know, like how to dive, where to dive, what not to do, what you should do, kind of like we've had before, but we're going deeper in depth with things. We'll talk about scrapping, we'll talk about eBay, and we'll talk about video game hunting. We'll just talk about anything. If you've got a topic you want to hear us talk about, let us know, because I'm sure we'll tackle it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this real quick. This has been under wraps. We've kept it pretty quiet until my video the other week. I totally talked about it. But as you've seen us drinking here, this is a Bearded Diver cup. That's a Dumpster Marcus cup. He's wearing a Dumpster Marcus hat.
Dumpster Marcus hat.
I have, if you've ever seen my logo, which I don't know if you can see it real good here. Yeah, you can. It says Trasher. I have Trasher hats. I have a Bearded Diver hat. And those are trucker hats. We're probably going to have a Dumpster Marcus trucker hat. These coffee mugs, they'll either be specific to his channel or my channel, or we're going to do a trash talk mug, which there's been one made, and you'll see it when we open the store. But we'll have a trash talk mug with my logo, his logo, and then we'll say trash talk. We what other items we got? We got the beanies,
shirts, beanies, sweatshirts, book bag things.
Yeah, those zip bags, because Marcus has told you guys before, you know, it's really handy to bring those bags in the can. Like I deal with it all the time. And you see most divers go in there and just find a box and stuff it full. Well, what if you had a little zip bag? You could just throw your stuff in and go on down the road. Simple. Might do stickers. There's no telling what we'll do. We're going to have a bunch of stuff, and we're working on the store, and we will let you guys know in a video in a few weeks or so when it's up and ready. Not telling you to buy stuff, but if you want gear from the Dumpster Kings, yeah, I'm going that far. We are the Dumpster Kings. Nah, not tooting my horn, but we're out here doing our thing, and a lot of people seem to like us. So if you want to support us, buy a few things, you know, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine. Just come back here and watch some videos. Give us a thumbs down if you need to. But
if you do buy stuff from our thing, we both have Instagram. I have a Facebook page, but I don't really go on it as much. I love Instagram better. Tag us, you know, tag our name. Say, hey, I bought a hat. I bought this, you know, and we love to see you guys, you know, wearing this stuff or just supporting us.
Definitely. You tag us and hell, we'll repost it. You know, we'll let everybody see, hey, look, check this out. This dude right here, this dude's a trasher. He knows what's up. Or this girl, depends on who you are. What else was I going to say? And, you know, we'll even take it another step. If you felt like you wanted a better deal and for some reason you like us enough to want us to sign something, like write you a little note or something like that, you know, we could do that and throw it in the box with it too. So, like I say, we'll be popping the store up here in a few weeks. Which is pretty much ready to go. We're just going to have to add items as we go. What we got? We got anything good going down there?
Someone said, I would love to experience dumpster diving. My 20-year-old keeps trying to convince me to go, but I'm scared as hell. How can I build up the nerves? Well, first of all, you got to check your town. Your laws go by the town. If dumpster diving is legal, you know, if you're scared or anything, go during the day. You know, you can always go during the day. I enjoy going at night. The bearded one goes during the day. It's just a preference. I like going at night. No one to bother you. You know, the cops in my area are awesome. The cops never bother. Well, they used to like bother me, like, you know, what are you doing back here? Let me see your license so I can run, make sure you don't have the warrants and blah, blah, blah. And now the cops don't even care. They just see my truck. They're like, hey, you know, they wave, I wave. They keep driving.
That's what's up. Now, if you're wild like me, you don't even check laws and you just go for it. But here's my take on it. He likes going at night, and he just told you why. I like going during the day because for some reason in my mind, it seems less suspicious. That's just a truck parked back there behind that business. It's not the middle of the night. There's other cars there. And I mean, I recommend if you're diving, get in, do what you're doing, and go. Like, you don't have to sit in there and read handwritten notes by whatever store you're at. Just get in there and dive, man. If you're looking for, I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're in there looking for clothes from Goodies, get in there and look for clothes. If you're looking for just whatever you can find, just get in there and trash that stuff up and see what you got. Some people take the bags home with them. So, I mean, if that's a better option for you, just grab all the bags, throw them in the back of your car, and go on home.
Yeah, I watch people do that with GameStop. They just grab the bags and leave, and they open up in like the parking lot.
So, I mean, if you do that, and I mean, you're pretty quick about it. As soon as they're in your car, they're yours.
Yeah.
What's somebody gonna say to you? Now, if you take them back over there and throw them in there, now you're dumping.
Yeah,
and that's a problem. But I do recommend if you are going to go out there and do this, and like I said, you got 20-year-old, go out there and do it with them. If it's locked, don't break it open. That's breaking and entering. What is it? If it says no trespassing, just keep riding. If it's one of those enclosed situations, but in my circumstance, if it's closed, like the big gate on it, but it's unlocked, I'll still go in, which is kind of a gray area. But if it's locked, don't jump the gate, because I think that's still considered breaking and entering to a degree.
Yeah, it all depends on how cool your cops are. Like according to laws, yeah, if it's a fenced-in dumpster, the fence could still be wide open, but it's considered trespassing because it's a fenced-in area. But I watch people on YouTube, and 99% of the people that's where they dumpster dive, in the fenced-in area, even though it is illegal. The cops don't really bust your balls. My cops in my area are awesome. They're like, you're going through trash.
I'm not gonna read that one comment, but what's up, Theo?
Yeah, I just read it too.
But let's see. Yeah, just Heather, just say you're in there getting boxes. That works. My experience,
I did that.
I mean, for the most part, if you're eBaying, just be like, look, man, I'm in here getting packaging material. Y'all throw this crap out. Simple as that. I just don't care anymore. Hey, I'm dumpster diving. Is that a problem?
Yeah.
Let's see. How do you scrap insulated wire? I don't strip it. I guess I can't be bothered. I don't have time for it.
I do, depending on what kind of wire it is. If it's the insulated wire that it's insulated and you cut it, and then there's 3 insulated wires inside that insulated wires, I just scrap that. It takes too long. But if it's like the regular wires you plug in like a lamp and it's just 2, I'll rip them apart, take the copper out. Or if it's like the house wire, I forgot even what it's called. It's like really bendy. It's like stiff. What's that called?
Communication wire, ain't it?
Yeah, like brain fart. I can't remember. But I always strip that because that's just, it's pure copper.
I don't know. I've got so much wire out here in the trash cave, or the trash port, because this is the trash cave. That's the trash port. Anyway, I got so much wire out there. I don't even know if it's worth my time yet, but I'm doing it, and we'll find out in a few videos. But I clip the ends off of them, and if it's just regular insulated wire that plugs into a socket, has high voltage to it, I throw it in one bin. If it's communication wire, which would be like USB cables and telephone lines and stuff of the sort, I just throw that in another bin.
Yeah, we'll have to make a trash talk about wire, because you have to do your research with the wire too. Because my one scrapyard, if you separate the wires, like most of the wires you should, because different wires you get paid different prices. If you cut off the ends, like where you plug in, some yards just take them all as a big lump sum and they don't pay you different prices. But some yards do pay you different prices. And some yards, if you cut the ends off, they will be considered clean wire because the ends aren't there. And they'll even pay you dirty brass price because the plugs you plug into the wall, that's brass.
I was about to say, I think that's brass. I've been keeping all those too.
Yeah, and some scrap yards buy them as dirty brass, but some scrap yards like, no, we don't do that. But that's why you have to do your research. Oh, yeah. There's an app called iScrap app, and you download it on your phone, and it tells you all the scrap yards in your town. And they have the numbers, what they pay on there, and you just call them up like, hey, what kind of wires do you take? Do you take them separated? Do you take them all as a bunch? Because the more you separate stuff, the more money you're going to make. And that's what we're here for, to make money, not to just, well, it's fun too. I have fun going dumpster diving, but it's all about this. It's money.
That's all it is. Marcus likes to get money.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as stripping wire, what do you strip wire with? Anytime I've ever done it was just a typical little handheld wire stripper, but I see those like multi-tools, I guess, with different diameters. You put it in there and just yank it.
Yeah, I got mine. It's from a company called TNT Tooling, and it's like this big. You put it on your vice clamp, and you clamp it in, and there's all different kinds of things. I think it was like $50 though, but it works great. Like I love it.
As far as scrapping goes, any investment is almost worth it. If you're going to be like a full-time scrapper or just like this is hobby scrapping for both of us. I know he's got stuff in his basement he probably hadn't touched in months. And I'm the same. I'm the same way. So, I mean, it's invest.
Yeah. I just scrap when I have time.
That's pretty much me. The house wire is called Romex. It's Romex, Marcus. Come on.
I can't remember everything. Come on.
That's true.
I'm not in school. I don't got to remember stuff.
This is true. It's been a while since we've been in school.
Yeah. Everybody asks me like all the time, like, oh, what's this plus this? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not in school.
Don't you have a calculator on your phone?
Yeah.
Why are you asking me this?
Yeah, like you have a calculator.
I'm wearing shoes. I can't see my toes. I can't add 10 and 10. That's what I tell people.
My dad is 54 and he is a scrapper. Well, your dad's awesome. Because I don't know what you could tell. People think scrappers are like, oh, that guy's digging through the trash or he's picking up garbage from the yard from someone's trash. But if you ever talk to a scrapper, he always has money because even if I'm broke, I'm like, oh, I need money. I just go in my backyard, fill up my truck full of metal, go to the scrapyard, and boom, I got $50.
I mean, that's as simple as that. Like, if you guys just watch my recent video, I talk about it. Like, right there before Christmas, I cleaned out majority of my scrap pile. It's like 2 weeks after Christmas, scrap pile stacked back up. You can't not find scrap if you're out here looking for it. And I'm talking right down the road, water heaters, TVs. I mean, what are you looking for? My scrapyard takes flat screen TVs, and they take them as is. I probably should pull them apart, but I'm too lazy. And I mean, you're the reason I pulled that last one apart, and half this crap's still sitting in the trash cave.
You didn't put it on eBay?
I did. It just didn't sell. I sold the power supply for $45, which makes the whole thing valid. So I understand.
Yeah, it takes time. Like all these boxes?
Full of stuff.
And all this that shelf right back there, that's filled, and I have another shelf in the other room. It's filled, and this stuff might sit there for 6 months on eBay, but you just have that one person that needs that motherboard or that thing, and they'll buy it. But like, hey, that stuff right there is not bothering me boxed up on my shelf. It can sit there for a year. But if I'm gonna make $50 from that box, $45 on that box, hey, I can care less.
That's a good point. I got a few home projects I'm gonna work on here in a few weeks, and my game plan is to actually close in this carport. But I'm going to build a garage. And when I build a garage, I'm going to build a shelving system. And that's kind of my game plan, is to stick it all in there. What'd you read? You read something good. James
said a scrapyard won't take microwaves.
Some people, I've heard that too. I don't know what it was, radiation? I don't know. There's something about them they don't want to touch. Mine, hell, they don't care. You could fill a box full of rocks and they would be like,
this takes TVs. My scrapyard would like give me a fine if I brought a TV in there.
Well, they take the big flat ones. They won't take like the old tubies.
Yeah, my place won't take flat screen TVs.
Which, if you guys watch my video, if they took tube TVs, dude, I'd kill.
That's why you have to do your research.
Exactly.
Your scrapyard takes flat screen TVs. You drive around anywhere, you're gonna see a flat screen TV in the trash, and them things weigh like 50-some pounds.
Oh, especially the plasma ones. God, I love finding plasma ones like 55 plus. Oh my God, there's like 85 pounds. That's half the scrap weight. I think I have about 30 TVs sitting out there. And every time I get the truck pretty much full, there's always like this much room all the way around. Just shove it full of TVs. They're like the best.
None of my scrap yards in my area take printers, like, like the huge, not like a printer you have at your house, like printers you have at like
industrial printers.
Yeah, like the big ones about like 80 pounds.
Yeah.
I think I called like 6 scrap yards in my area, and I had to drive like 20 minutes away because all the scrap yards in my area, there's too much plastic, they say. They won't take them. And I got a load from my computer guy. I got like 15 to 20 huge 80-pound printers. I'm like, I'm not taking these apart.
No.
So I had to drive 20 minutes away, and the guy gave me like nothing for them. But I still bring like, it was like 700 some pounds worth of printers.
Not bad. My scrapyard, I think their rule of thumb is they will take anything in any foreign material. I don't think there's like a total poundage on it. It just can't be more than 5/8 thick. So I'm talking there could be like this right here. There could be this little piece of aluminum inside something. But as long as this side's not 5/8 thick in plastic, and this side's not 5/8 thick in plastic, and this right here is not 5/8 thick, they'll take it. Like I've heard word of people literally putting rocks in a box and taking it to the scrapyard. They take anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't do something like that.
Well, no, I would be the one to get caught. Sir, did you just throw a bunch of river stones in here? No, I meant to take him home and build that koi pond that Dumpster Marcus told me about.
Hey, that's one of my most popular videos is making that pond.
Dude, that was a killer video. Now that right there is,
and everybody makes fun of me saying crick.
You guys got to understand, and I make fun of him too. He's a northerner. It's where you at in the country, which I'm sure people make fun of my southern ass too. But that's a different story.
It's like, haha, he said crick. I'm like,
Crick.
what do you say, creek or stream? I don't know. It's a crick.
Well, it's technically called creek, but let's see. What's up, guys? What's up, Elliot? Good Lord. Well,
Yeah.
if you could take 2,000 pounds, my hat's off to you. The Ranger doesn't like that. The Ranger doesn't like 800 pounds. I think this year I'm going to test it and try to get that 1,000, hit that 1,000 mark. But the Ranger's like, I think the biggest I had was like 825, and she was like, "Oh, come on, man, let's talk about this."
Yeah, a lot of people ask me, they're like, "Oh, why do you take so small loads to your junkyard or my scrapyard?" And like, it's not even worth it to. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it's not worth it for me to bring 300 pounds to scrapyard. I want to bring big loads." Well, literally, I could throw a football from my house and I could hit my scrapyard. That's where I go.
That's all about convenience. Is it worth your time? It's totally worth your time. I mean, you could do that on the way to work or on the way home from work. I mean, it's
like, do I feel like unloading my truck into my yard and then waiting until I have a lot and then loading it back in my truck, or do I just drive three seconds down the road and bring 100 pounds of scrap? I'm lazy, so I don't want to unload everything and load everything back up. So I got to go to the scrapyard.
Which, if you guys aren't aware, you need to go check out our boy Tucker. This guy's a scrap legend. You see that trailer? Yeah. He bought a trailer. I'm talking
hydraulics and
like if I had that crap right there, park in the yard, slam full, and just go. Because what's the weight ratio on that? It's got to take at least.
Oh, geez, he said he could put a car on there.
There you go. I would imagine it would probably max out like 6,500, maybe.
I think it's 7. I think he said 7,000.
God.
I think that's what he said in his one video. I know he said he's building sides on it. I just talked to him like a couple days ago about his trailer.
That's a different level of scrapper right
there. Yeah, and if you don't watch him, go check out his channel.
What is the channel? Tucker Upper? Tucker F Upper?
Tucker F Upper.
Tucker F Upper. That dude out there. That dude's killing it.
Yeah. His videos are so entertaining. I love watching them.
Did you watch his recent one just where he got pulled over?
No, I seen it in my uploads when I started to come live on this.
He got pulled over for the same thing that I did in my recent video I just talked about, where I had to buy straps because I threw chairs out.
Yeah.
Same thing. He threw a chair out. Boo!
Yeah, it sucks.
So, I mean, you got to strap them up. If you're scrapping, you're strapping, man. Ballast. Yeah, I just scrapped a bunch of ballast too, which I've always heard no PCBs or whatever it is. And a lot of the ballast I get are just totally no information. So I took them this past week. They don't care. They took them all.
Really?
They took them all. They didn't even look at them. You're like, oh, these are ballast? All right.
My scrapyard, like the last time I brought ballasts, I brought like at least 35 of them, and every one they're picking up and they're reading them. I'm like, you serious? Do you want to take them? And they're like, oh, this is not good. And they're like, this is not good. I'm like, they're light ballasts. Who cares if they're from 1940 or 2013?
Diecast. What's up, dude? He asked, is it worth going to pick through Goodwill and thrift store and Goodwill thrift stores and GameStop dumpsters. Also, any recommendations on where to look for VHS? You just answered your own question. Thrift stores and Goodwill, which I don't hit many Goodwills, but thrift stores. Dude, there's VHSs in there all day long. Depends on what you're looking for. I'm not saying you're going to find something rare, but then again, people don't really account for VHSs, what's rare, what you should be looking for. So, like, I've found trunks full of these things, man. So, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. I mean, you see my videos. I GameStop every week, and some weeks suck, and then some weeks it picks up. So,
and if you're looking for VHSs to sell, I don't know if you're looking for them for your collection or to sell. The best ones to sell are horror movie ones, because a lot of the old vintage horror movie ones, they never came out on DVD. It was just VHS. So there actually are I sold the horror movie. I don't even know what the title was. I can't even tell you. I sold it for $49.95, and I got it from the thrift store dumpster. And that's crazy.
Also, if we skip over your comment or question or something like that, say it again, because we're just kind of free flowing here, and we might not realize there was more prior.
Steve said air conditioners.
Oh yeah,
I take them apart. I know a lot of people that don't because they don't want to mess with the Freon and stuff. I do. My scrapyard doesn't care if you bring the copper aluminum fin from air conditioners in. I know a lot of scrapyards, they ask for the slip that the person would give you if you took it to a professional and you got the Freon taken out of it. They ask for that. My scrapyard doesn't, and I professionally take my Freon out. But yeah, it's definitely worth taking it apart, man. 100%.
Where are you at, Steven? They want a license to sell them. That's kind of how my area is. Like all your better metals, they have to have a license. But if you've seen my previous scrapping videos, I've talked about it. Because just until recently, I got my license, which don't know where you're at, but a lot of times it's free. Just go to your county police department, whatever county you live in, and they'll give you one. I think all they do is run a background check on you and put you in the system. And that's pretty much just saying, hey, if this guy gets a ton of manhole covers and brings them to the scrapyard, we're going to bust his ass. That's pretty much all that is. It's because in my area, a lot of people were ripping the copper out of houses and off construction sites. So that's what is it? Catalytic converters, cutting catalytic converters out. So if you got a guy roll up with 15 catalytic converters, what do you do for a living? So that's kind of their way to combat that. But I've got my license now, so I can scrap anything I want. But I definitely recommend going to get it if you don't have it yet.
What's better, selling laptops in bulk or parting them out?
That's a treacherous topic. Not really. Marcus and I are probably on the same page here for the most part.
Yep.
Sell them the best way to get you money. Like me, I will sell them as scrap if it comes down to it. Like you'll see probably next week's video, I find a stack of laptops, and it's like scrap them and make $20. And I mean, mind you got to pull the RAM out. Got to pull your RAM out and your hard drives. Make sure you do that. So if you scrap them for $20 and then you make another $20 for the hard drives and stuff, well, yeah, that's worth it because it was free to you if you get them for free. But I like to take lots of at least 5 or more and put them on Craigslist. And I start ridiculously high. I'll put them like $200 or $300 and just see what happens. But like I put the stack on there, and these were really old computers. And mind you, I did take a few things out of them. And the woman's like, dude, I'll give you $80 for all of them. You can't really get that at scrapyard sometimes. Not my scrapyard. Marcus's might be different.
Yeah, I do. You got me into selling them in bulk, like you just said. I used to just take mine to the scrapyard, but now, like, I got actually one right here. I'm ready to post. I take all the older ones that I know I'm not going to make money on. I take them to the scrapyard. But like the newer ones, like this is like a newer HP computer. I got this from the bank. It turns on, but it's a black screen. Like everything looks good on it. All the keys are nice and everything. The newer ones I'll sell in bulk through Craigslist, or I'll put them on eBay. I'll put like 5 or some of them in a lot and sell them. And yeah, you make a good $100-some.
My man Danos Dobbs, he's been telling me ever since I started YouTube about that one website. He'll say it here in the comments, I'm sure.
Board sort?
Nah, maybe. It's one of them money for scrap computers or whatever. You know what I'm talking about, one of the many sites they do. He was telling me about that the whole time because I used to turn them down. I'm talking desktops and everything. I wouldn't even touch them. I was like, oh, that's like from the 90s, so that's not worth anything. And he's like, dude, you need to be taking it and put them on this site and ship it to them and get the scrap rates and all that. But because of him and you, I started scrapping them the right way or just taking them and selling them.
Yeah, I just tore apart a computer yesterday, and you could tell by I just posted a video about scrapping computers like a couple days ago. I just tore a computer apart. It wasn't that old. It was probably the late 90s, I would say. And the one motherboard goes for $80.
Ooh-wee.
$80 motherboard.
Cash for computer parts. There you go, Dan. I knew you'd come through. Let's see. I'm gonna backtrack through these just to make sure. Have you ever tried getting gold from Gold Plate Electronics? Marcus is the same exact way. I've got stacks of gold related stuff, RAM, CPUs, blah, 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 blah. I'm not into melting them down or chemically altering them to get the scrap gold off of them. You know, I think I said in another video, it's like making meth out in your backyard. I'm just not into it. I mean, it's just a lot of work for me. I just don't care for it. Yeah, so I sell them as scrap. Or on eBay, like I'll sell kind of like you do. You sell the RAMs by the stick, but I'll just bundle them as a lot. I don't care.
I sell them by the pound, usually on eBay.
Is this full time for both of you? What full time both for you? Both scrapping or YouTube? What? Be more specific, sir. I collect VHS movies and some books. Dude, definitely go to thrift stores, man. I'm telling you, you'll see in a video here in a few weeks. I actually find a box, big old box full of VHS tapes. I guess I need to send you what all's in there and let you see if you need something because there was some sealed stuff in there.
I got a cast iron tub. How much is that in scrap? Well, it depends on where you live because my town, I think your town too, is paying 7.5 cents a pound for scrap. And I know this one guy I talked to, he lives in Ohio, and he said his scrap yard's only paying 3 cents still.
Ooh,
so cast iron tub, you're talking, if it's a vintage one,
that's heavy.
You're talking at least 400 to 500 pounds. If your iron scrap will be a little more than your regular tin scrap. So, you're talking like 20 some bucks, maybe.
But at the same time, you gotta
where you are.
Where you are. You gotta heed the message that we kind of tell you. If you've got a vintage tub, I mean cold cast iron, that could be wanted by somebody. I don't know if you watched my video a few weeks ago, but I found an old pisser. I thought it was a sink, but it was an old toilet out of a school. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna scrap this. This thing's it's like 80 pounds. But then I talked to my uncle, and he's like, nah, I would hang on for a second and try to sell it. And sure enough, I sold it for 175 bucks. So it's kind of like, check your local market first. Put it on Craigslist. You could put it on eBay if you're willing to deal with freight shipping, I guess, which if you do it right, isn't that bad. It's just a pain.
Yeah, I gotta sell this server. It's I think I posted a video on it, or I didn't. I got this server. It's a Dell PowerEdge something 1000 something. It's like 450 pounds. It's a huge server. It's like $800 some it goes for on eBay, and it's 450 pounds. So I just might throw it on eBay for like pick up at your house or whatever. You know what I mean? What are you laughing at?
You'll see the comment in a second. Which beard do you want to pet? I see a little scruffle on his face over there.
What? What's it say?
You'll see in a second. All right, let me backtrack here for a second. No, I mean, if you're talking about is scrapping a job for us, it's not. Like I say, this is a hobby. We do it when we can. He actually has the business. People call him, and he brings it to them. That's what he does. I pick stuff up on opportunity. So this is not my job. This doesn't feed the family, which it could. There it is.
I just read it.
But what's up? What's up, Fatal? I see you in there. What did you sell on eBay? Tell us. A sealed Nintendo in the trash. I wish you had that on video. That right there would blow the internet up. Let's see what I see. Yeah, James said if it's a clawfoot tub, that's what's up.
Yeah, then that would sell.
Dude, you probably wouldn't even sit on that long. Heck, I might even come buy it from you because I'm thinking about doing my bathroom with a clawfoot tub. But that's a different story.
Someone said heard a fart.
I also follow Honky Kong. I watch Honky Kong, and he hadn't posted in a while. But if he ever wanted to come on the show, we'd be down for it. So go get in his comments. I'm sure he still pays attention to his channel. Go get in his comments and tell him to come talk to us. Or if he posts another video and I think about it, I'll yell at him too. Let's see.
Yeah, the other guy, Dumpster Dan.
Oh yeah, Dumpster Dan, that's our boy.
They were saying they're watching our live stream. He's actually gonna be on a TED Talk.
That was crazy. I saw that the other day. I was like, what?
That's crazy. If you're watching, what's up, Dumpster Dan?
My boy. I'm too scared to put myself on YouTube. Dude, do you think making videos of yourself is the most awkward thing? But once you get those first like 5 videos out and you just stop caring, piss on it.
Yeah, you have to not care what people think of you. Like when I first started dumpster diving and trash picking, like I would drive down the road and see something on the side, and I would park there and wait for this like no cars driving by, and I'd run out and throw it in my truck and then leave. Like, because like now I can care less what people think of me. Like, look at that scumbag picking up garbage. I was like, yeah, I'm making money. I don't even care what you guys think.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Scrap Vulture, I just started watching, which I've seen him in my comments before, but Thubprint said something about him in his video the other day, and I haven't got to it yet, but he was talking about him being on a motorcycle going around getting scrap, and I was like, what? That's awesome. So as soon as I find that video, you best believe I'll send it to Marcus if he hasn't seen it.
Steve asked if I have the city bothering me about my scrap pile. Man, my city doesn't bother me at all. Like my one neighbor, I live next to like a therapist office, and they bother me sometimes. Like, oh, you can clean up your yard. My yard looks like hell. I could care less. My yard, I see money sitting on the side of my house.
Ching,
In the back, you can't really see my scrap pile where I have my scrap pile. It's all fenced in. But I usually throw everything in my trailer, which is parked in my driveway, and I have like a whole bunch of crap on the side of my house, which, that's money to me. To other people, it might look like garbage, and I'm a hoarder, but to me, it's money.
As far as my scrap pile, we had some crap going down in my neighborhood a few weeks back. If you watched one of my videos where you saw I got the camper for free, that's kind of how I got it, because the police come over to my neighbor's house, and they're like, dude, you got to clean this yard up. This is ridiculous. And he was like, hey, come get this camper and, you do whatever you want with it. And that's how I got it. But at the same time, I'm like, did they look in my yard? Because, just 15 feet that way, just a mound. A mound of scrap going on. And I pay taxes here.
I hear you on that.
Barnes & Noble. I've hit Barnes & Noble early in my diving career, and I didn't find nothing. And it's kind of against the things I tell you, but it's all about persistence. Keep going. If you don't find it, keep going and going and going until you find something. Or if you've been like 150 times and you haven't found nothing, probably safe to say don't worry about it anymore. But I went like 3 or 4 times, didn't find nothing worth keeping to me. So I quit going to Barnes & Noble. Let's see.
Yeah, John the Picker got a notice about cleaning his yard, which is it's stupid. You pay taxes for your yard. You pay taxes. You shouldn't. He doesn't make his yard look like crap. John the Picker has a nice little scrap area in the back of his house, and he puts in a little pile and everything. And they're in the town's bitching at about that. Like, mine's on the side and in the front of my house. Like, anybody driving past my house, they'd be like, "Wow, look at this house." But he actually had it in the back of his yard. Like,
I did recently just clean up and move things kind of where they worked to my benefit, to where I could back straight up to the scrap pile, throw everything off, and then move the trampoline back over. And you can't see it from the road. Which at the same time, if they told me to clean up, I'd be like, well, I've got 3 dead bodies stashed under there. And they would probably clean it up so fast to find those bodies, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
yeah.
Let's see. What else we got going on? This is fun, guys. I'm glad you guys are have joined us. What do we got? 33 people in here right now. But you keep coming, going. That's cool, though. Hey, we appreciate it. The audio is great.
Jinx.
Oh.
John was pissed. Yeah, he was pissed. I'd be pissed too.
Hey, keeps. Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh, that's awesome, Brian.
Let's see. You guys are killing it tonight. I think this is better than our last live chat.
Yeah, I like asking questions, and I like talking to people because, not a lot of people that dumpster dive or scrap or.
We got one way back here. It says, is it okay to dumpster dive at Best Buy? And Marcus will tell you, if you watch his videos, you'll see it. Best Buy has 2 dumpsters, and it's the same in my area as it is in him. They got the compactor, which is probably where the good stuff really goes. But then they got that dumpster out back, and I found some decent stuff in there. But Marcus, there's a monitor right there in front of his face.
See this?
Look at that.
See that? That's a 31-inch flat screen monitor, and I found that in the garbage.
That right there is totally freaking my camera out when you did that.
Really?
It was like the whole mirrored image was like, doo, 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 doo.
Yeah, I found that. That was probably my best find. And I love Best Buy. They do have a compact and they have a dumpster in the back. I find so much bubble wrap in Best Buy's dumpster. I love going there. And I seen this on the bottom. I have it in a video. It's called, I found a 31-inch flat screen computer monitor or whatever. You could watch it. But yeah, it's 31 inches. It's huge. And it's my daily computer monitor. I love it. And the desk the chair that I'm sitting on, this was still in bubble wrap at Staples dumpster. It was missing 1 wheel from the bottom. And a couple weeks later, there's another chair in there. I took the wheel off, and now I have a chair. This desk, so much stuff I got from the dumpster in my house is ridiculous. And hundreds of dollars, you know what I mean?
Dude, that's killer. I found a desk the other week, and I was just like, man, if I had time to dig it out. Because there's nothing wrong with it. And if there's something wrong with it, ain't nothing but a 2x4 can probably fix.
Yeah, this desk was still in the box. And the box had like a rip in it about like this long, like 12 inches or so.
Oh, that's instant trash.
Yeah. So who's gonna buy a box that's ripped? So they chucked it. And I took it home and I was like, I wonder if everything's in here. I started putting it together and boom. I got a brand new computer desk that sold for like $289.
Drinking Jim Beam, honey, and whiskey. Oh. Jack Daniels and sweet tea. What's up? Anyway,
I'm just drinking tea.
I'm just drinking tea.
Sleepy time tea for your sore throat because I just got off getting a cold, being sick.
Do you Northerners participate in sweet tea?
Talking to me?
Oh yeah, you.
Like what kind of sweet tea? Like with liquor in it?
No, just sweet tea. I'm talking like if you came down here right now, I know this for a fact. My state's the only one. I'm still not going to tell you guys my state unless you guess it, huh? Which if you came down here to my state right now and you were like, hey, let me get a sweet tea, that crap would have your mouth so puckered up it wouldn't be funny. There's so much sugar in our tea down here, it's ridiculous. But if I came, what?
At like restaurants or like everywhere?
Everywhere.
Like. You could ask for like a regular sweet tea, like a Lipton sweet tea, like at a restaurant. But like if you want like a real sweet tea, you got to go to like a fair. You know what I mean?
That's the holiday kind of tea.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like I could come to your town and be, let me get a sweet tea, and I'd be pissed off and throw it back over the counter. What is this? This is water that's brown.
I'm drinking a honey brown lager, 24-ounce can. Jason said.
That's what's up.
Well, I don't drink at all, but when I used to drink Yingling lager. And that's the best.
Nope, I'm not in Kentucky. Good guess though. Good guess though. Which Marcus knows where I'm at. So, and nope, I'm not in North Carolina. Ha! You thought you had me, Wayne.
North Carolina. This might sound stupid, but he said, "Come down to the WV." Where's the? I don't know what that. What's the initial for that is?
West Virginia.
West Virginia. See, I sound like an idiot right now. West Virginia. That's not far. I live in Pennsylvania. I don't know if people know.
West Virginia is still north for me, son.
If I'm in PA and I love sweet tea. You're in PA too? I live in PA. Let me probably everybody will guess this. It's called The TV Show, and it's called The Office, and that's where I live.
What's up, Wayne? Did you finally hit gold on that one? Dumpster gold. Smash that like button. But it is getting late.
Yeah, it's getting. What time is it? 11:30. Oh, we've been doing this for like an hour, right?
Do we? Yeah, we're going to be doing this for like, my wife just texted me. She was like, yeah, 15, 20 minutes, right? Yeah, we're going to do this for like 15 or 20 minutes, guys. Dude, y'all guys are keeping this going, and I'm enjoying it. I got to be at work at early as hell. So.
Really? What time do you have to be at work?
Well, 7:30. But, you know, I got to leave at like 6:30, 6 piece. So either way.
Same here.
The assholes of America.
Marcus, you live in Scranton. That's exactly right. I live in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm that close. So go dumpster diving. You were just saying about dumpster diving before. The cops around here they could care less about people dumpster diving.
Time to dive. What's up, Danos? It's been a while since I had that intro on my videos. I don't know why I took it off. I guess because I'm really lazy when it comes to editing. If you guys hadn't been able to tell that, it's just so much easier not to have to deal with that big thing. Nope, I'm not in Tennessee, but I do love Tennessee. That is I would consider that a second home to me.
Never been there.
What's up, Brad? Recycle Gang. Is that a shirt we're about to have to make? Scrap Gang. Gang.
My aunt owns a dairy farm in Scranton. I probably don't know her because I'm vegan. I don't eat dairy, but I don't know where they are.
If it's meat, I eat it.
Georgia.
Wait, there ain't no Six Flags over my state. Uh-oh, Wayne. Uh-oh. If you guys haven't realized yet, which some of you guys I see over on my channel, and some of you have been around a long time like Wayne, we just hit my 52nd episode. So that's what, a year? That's a year straight every week of dumpster diving with the bearded one. And we've had our ups and downs. But hey, we're still going. I think I'm recording week 58 right now.
Brian, make a video. Or he'll probably make a video too, but you make a video too. I like watching dumpster diving. That and Casey Neistat when he posts videos.
Let's see. Definitely. It just now showed up on mine. Definitely make a video.
I don't know how many years I've been on YouTube. Jeez. Couple. 6.
You've been on a while. If you guys didn't know, this dude just hit 1 million views, and that is an accomplishment. Oh yeah,
1 million views. 1 million.
Now, if that was subscribers, we'd be on it.
Yeah, I wish I had 1 million subscribers. I think I'm at like 7,500. It's not bad. I wish I had 1 million subscribers. 1 million views is cool too.
I think I'm at like 2. I'm like half that. Not
no,
half.
You're like,
I'm a quarter of that.
2,300.
2,300? The hell, 2,300,000. That's it. Yeah. Let's see.
Abandoned Exploration Squad. What's up, guys?
Dude, you guys killed it. I remember when you reached out to me for a shout out, and like I'm not really a shout out kind of guy, and I was like, you know what, man, it is what it is. But if you guys want to come on Trash Talk, let us know, because I'm telling you, I don't know if Marcus has paid attention, but you guys blew the hell up.
Yeah, you guys got like, geez, a whole crap ton of subscribers.
Quick too, man. You guys killed it. I applaud you for that. I watch you. Your
videos are good because like my videos and your videos, we're by ourselves dumpster diving. Like you guys go with like 4 people and you do like funny, stupid stuff. All caps. What's up, man?
That's what's up. What's up, all caps? We talked to you.
Yeah, I always talk to him on Instagram.
Yeah.
GameSpot's been dumping Wii kiosks all week. My town, I have no clue. I have to go dumpster diving. But dude, I would love to get a Wii kiosk.
Was it Golden Dives or whatever?
Yeah, a lot of people are getting Wii kiosks, man.
Dude, he's killing it. I expected him this weekend myself, but
I think all caps. I just seen. Did you just post a picture on Instagram saying the Wii U cases are everywhere? One was in like the rain. I think that was your picture. Kiosk wise, I found a regular Wii kiosk. I found an Xbox 360 kiosk. I found 3 PlayStation 3 kiosks. And I found 3 PSP kiosks.
That's what's up. I think I've got I found a Wii one and like 4 PS3 ones. But if you, I think 2 or 3 Xbox 360 ones too, and you can watch one of my videos, and they're just stacked in a dumpster like this. But it's one of them things. It's like a lot of them were busted and beat up. You could piece them back together, but I already have one, so it's kind of like eh. And the TVs weren't there, the systems weren't there, and I wasn't ready to play connect the dots.
Yeah, Brian knows what's up. He said big Cowboy fan. That game. 32 seconds left with that catch, man. that killed me. But the Packers just lost today, so to them.
What's up with them Falcons, though? Channel's been hacked. What the hell? That's crazy, man.
Do you guys ever strip your copper wire? We're going to make a video about that. We'll have to do a trash talk about copper wire. But yes and no. That was the Mets gear.
In case you couldn't see it well enough, I thought I'd, make sure you saw what's going on here. It's all right if you like the Yankees.
Yeah, I'm a sports guy. Like I like my teams, but like some people are way too diehard about their teams. I was a Cowboy fan since I was like, I watched football when I was like 8. Yeah. I've been diehard Cowboys for my whole life, but like. People are crazy. Like people like break stuff and punch stuff and smash their TV because they lost and stuff. Like you see videos on YouTube and stuff. Like, yeah, the Cowboys lost. Well, maybe next year they'll win, and that's all I got. I'm not gonna be mad about it. I don't play on the team.
Just to put the whole team thing into perspective, I don't know how much college football you can't pay attention to, but I am a Carolina Gamecocks fan, and that pretty much tells you everything you need to know about what kind of fan I am. Which, like I said, you don't know nothing about it. So I
don't know what that means.
I'm used to losing, dude. It's no problem.
I can't say I ever watched a football college game before. Basketball, I watched some college basketball. I was watching the Jayhawks, the Kansas University Jayhawks last night when I was at the restaurant, and I think they were winning. I don't know if they won last night. It was funny. I was wearing my Kansas Jayhawks sweatshirt on my one YouTube video. And the one guy's like, "Oh, where are you from? Kansas? I see you have your sweatshirt on." I'm like, just because I have a Jayhawks sweatshirt on doesn't mean I'm from Kansas. Like the Dallas Cowboys. I don't live in Dallas. You know what I mean?
Man's a Reds fan. That's all right, Brian. I know what losing's like. It's cool. But I hate to wrap this party up. Because this is fun, but we have been on here way longer than we ever planned on, which is awesome.
Yeah. I'm having fun answering everybody's questions. I got to go to bed because I have to wake up for work.
That's both of us. I got to take a shower and all that good stuff too. So, you know, typical thing. If you guys enjoy these live things, let us know. Like, I'm sure the comments will be up shortly on this after the video ends. So just keep posting comments.
Throw the thumbs up.
Do it in thumbs up. If you're on Marcus's channel and you don't know about me, go subscribe if you want to. Only if you want to, because my sayings like, subscribe or don't. But that's just me.
Yeah, I'll put his link in the description underneath the video. Comment on the video because, you know, the Bearded Diver, he'll look at this video. I'll look at the comments of this video. If you're not watching it live and you watch it prior, comment below. Tell us what kind of trash talk videos you would like to see. Who would you like to see as like special guests? Because we're going to try to do maybe a special guest every month. Maybe we'll try to do it. Me and him want to get on this, ride the horse again. Trying to do, you know, every other week, doing trash talk.
Yeah, we'll try to pick it back up. And since you guys are in the comments, Abandoned Explorations, if you guys want to come on this show, let us know. Get in contact with us, email us, and we'll we'll set up a live chat with you guys.
Yeah, hit us up on Instagram. We both have Instagram. And I'm Dumpster Marks. He's a Bearded Diver. I have a Facebook. Email us in YouTube. Anything, you know.
And as far, and this will be the last question I answer, and it's from Abandoned Explorations. How do you guys deal with competition? The best way to deal with competition is to keep going and not worry about them. Because, like you've seen, I'm the daytime diver. That's what I do. I'm gonna go every week. If I find it cool, if I don't, cool. But guess what? When I find something cool, and that guy comes in behind me at night, and he doesn't find nothing, and this goes on long enough, most people give up. Like,
most people do give up.
Most people aren't persistent. Well, I found one game, but I've been doing this like 5 weeks, and I just ain't found nothing. I don't have time. And if you make diving inconvenient for you, and then you don't find nothing, you'll give up. That's my take. The Bearded One speaks.
Yes. Be persistent. You can't just go one day and be like, oh, I never find anything in the dumpster. Well, you're going one day. When I went dumpster diving, I went every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I will be there in the morning before I work, and then when I get off, I'm gonna hit it on the way home. Like I'm saying, I'm actually working on a video, and I'm gonna put every single dive I do during the week. Which, if you watch my channel, I only show you dives where I find things, and I'm talking. It could be a piece of scrap, it could be a wee condom. It's whatever. If it's one thing found, then I'll usually post it. But I'm going to do a video just because some people want to see it of every single dive. So it's going to be long and it's going to suck, but we're going to do it.
I did a couple of videos. Once or twice I did ones like that. Like, because people think me and you probably just hit like 2 or 3 dumpsters a night. I don't know how many dumpsters you hit, but I hit every night. I hit like 20-some dumpsters.
Yeah, you got the full stretch.
I just do a loop. I hit every store in the area, and then I go home.
I think I got a route right here at the house. I hit about 5 or 6. If you count the schools, it's like 8 or 9. But you know, I hit them on the ride if I think about it. Which my thrift store is good about giving me scrap, so I usually hit that on the way home because that'll be when you have it from their workday. But it's been fun, guys. We appreciate every one of you that come back every week and come in the trash talk and talking trash with us and trashing and talking. And like I said, go to other YouTubers that you want to see on this and bomb them. Say, hey, the Bearded One and Marcus, they want you on Trash Talk. Tell them to reach out to us. We'll reach out to them. You know, make things happen. Who do you want to see on this channel? Let's make this happen. And like always, this is for charity. So make sure you share these wherever and whenever you can. We're going to help some kids out or some people who need help. That's what we're going to do. We're going to help them out. So go share this stuff. As the Bearded One would tell you, like, subscribe, or don't. My man Marcus, what do you got to say?
Have a scrap and good night. See ya.